Collective impact is not just about people joining the same boardroom and having the same discussions. It's about what we bring as strengths.
Collective impact, I think, has a very unique opportunity because in some sense the education journey is a long journey. I think a collective is more effective because organizations can come in and support the part that they are interested in, move out, and other organizations can come in. While kids are in school, they are not learning. The rote pedagogy is being delivered to them, activity-based learning isn't there. So again, introducing activity-based learning products both in government schools and in private schools is a journey, and then after you introduce the products, you need to train the teacher, you need to educate the owner, you need to educate the parent, and then you get learning outcomes.
In Hong Kong, we started a collective initiative a couple of years ago, and the idea was really to bring private foundations together as well as corporate foundations and the government. We needed a backbone organization or a project management organization who could actually run the collective on behalf of the funders. We also conducted a number of research initiatives to make sure we were funding in areas where there were funding gaps and to make sure we really understood the landscape of the funding and the results we were trying to achieve. And that really is how we started putting those three elements together.
What do we bring to the table when we speak to governments? What we saw is, again, our ability to connect with other people who've been working for a while, developing pedagogies, developing approaches that could help change the landscape for education. Also simultaneously having connect to the grassroots. The other strength that we brought to the table is the systems, processes, our understanding as corporates of how scaled up programs can be managed, governed, be compliant while doing what we're supposed to do.
Each of the partners, the corporate sector, the government, non-profits, each have strengths that can, if used in collaboration, can actively contribute to social impact. So I believe from a corporate perspective, corporates can bring excellence, and in fact we have a lot to learn from non-profits in terms of learning more about being more empathetic. Since we're talking about grant funding from a corporate perspective, grant funding should be used really to fund and test innovation, and then models can be built to take innovation to scale.
It's very hard as an individual funder funding one organization to really move the needle or effect any kind of real change in a particular sector. But when you bring funders together, all sharing the same purpose and really willing to collaborate and committed to the area that they are focusing on, that's when you can really affect change.
It's important to recognize that technology is not an end in itself, but rather it's a means to an end.